Alright, I'm not the best Arsenal player, but I would say I'm a pretty good and consistent player, so today I'd like to share with you guys 10 pro tips to help y'all get better at this popular Roblox game. I've been playing Arsenal for 4 or 5 years, but I've only started getting very into from now all the way back to 2020. I love playing Arsenal all night during the past 3 summers, and it is now summer again, so that means it's time for me to get back on my Arsenal grind. Anyway, I hope these tips and tricks help y'all, so let's get to the video. 1. Changing your FOV. Now this tip isn't necessary, but it is a great start. I've just had my FOV on the default setting for quite some time, but I recently switched over to an FOV of 92. You can use whatever works for you, and it may take a while to get used to, but the results are worth it. Again, it's not a very necessary adjustment, but you do see a lot of other pros changing this setting. 2. Memorize spawns. Memorizing the spawn locations and rates on each map does take some time, but it's really not as intimidating as it seems. I've memorized them and they've stayed ingrained in my brain even when I'm not very active. The only way you can memorize spawns is just by playing the game and looking around different maps over and over again. This tip will also help with the next one, which is 3. Pre-shooting. Pre-shooting is where you start shooting while you're behind a corner and you know somebody is spawning around the corner. This is another pretty easy skill to master as long as you know where every player could possibly spawn. This helps out so much because the opposite team will not expect you to be right there, most likely, giving you almost an 100% chance that you'll get the kill before they even realize you're right there. 4. Look for teammates' name tags. This is one of the best tips I have learned while playing this game. If you look for any name tag around you and it disappears, that means your teammate got killed. This makes it super easy to locate where your opponents are. If people near you have lost their name tags, be prepared to shoot someone in a second because the opposing team is near and could be heading towards your location. 5. Change to knife while running. This one is obvious, but a lot of new players don't know that your knives actually make you faster. Change to your knife by pressing the Q or 2 key on your keyboard or the coordinating button on your controller or mobile device. Make sure you are not equipping it for a long time though, otherwise you may not be able to switch to your gun fast enough to kill a nearby opponent. 6. Knife kills. Another knife one. It's way easier to pull out your knife while you are very close to an opponent. Most people still equip their gun while being in such a short distance from the other person. Since you're closer, both people are gonna be moving to avoid each other, which will just make y'all closer and you probably have a less accurate aim that way. Switching to your knife and backstabbing them is a better way to secure yourself that kill, but make sure you are not directly on top of the person, otherwise your knife won't do damage. 7. Aim training. This is also an obvious one, but y'all can't really expect your aim to be better unless you do specifically train it. You can do this on literally any aim training games on Roblox, or go on Google and do some quick basic training sessions on random sites. 8. Graphics quality. Make sure this setting is set to the 4 or 5 setting on Roblox. I believe anything higher than that can cast extra shadows which will lag the game more. If your PC or device isn't the best in the first place, you can just have your graphics on the lowest setting. If you want to sneak in some extra FPS whether you have a great device or not, you can always turn off textures in Arsenal's in-game settings. Although this will probably make the game less interesting to some people, others may just be in it for the kills and Ws. 9. Listen to music. Y'all, I have basically always listened to music while playing Arsenal or any FPS game, and it is a game changer if you guys have never tried it. Just put on some hype music and make yourself a little Arsenal gaming playlist on Spotify and you're good. My gaming playlist has like 700 songs and it's over 40 hours long. I'll put some artists on screen that add a great vibe to the gameplay. Really, you can listen to any genre of music, but I prefer raps because they've got some pretty real lyrics, but they also have super hard beats, perfect for gaming. Make sure you know most of the lyrics as well, it'll enhance everything 100 times more. Since you'll be listening to music, don't forget to turn up your game audio a little bit so you don't miss out on nearby shots. Finally, 10. Don't stress, have fun. Stressing over kills in your placement is honestly not the right thing to do to get better at the game. Most of the time that I'm just vibing and listening to tunes while playing Arsenal, I do way better than when I'm laser focused on the kills. You just gonna have fun and do your best. You'll have good and bad games, but you're gonna get better over time with simple practice and exposure. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, I would really appreciate it. I don't do much Arsenal content on this channel, despite it being the game I play most on the platform, but let me know if y'all like this type of content better, because I sure do like it a bit more. Plus, I'm literally editing this for you guys in the middle of the night at 4 AM, so any type of support is amazing. Anyway, I hope every single one of you has a great day and an even better one tomorrow, and I hope to see you soon.